Hello, my name is McKenna, and today I decided that I'm going to review the James Charles palette. I'm actually really excited because I've wanted this palette for a really long time, and I actually walked into Ulta the other day and they had it. I don't have a lot of makeup knowledge. I mean, I know the basics. I started wearing makeup when I was about probably like 6th grade, so maybe like 12 or 13, and from then on I got a little bit more and more into makeup. So I thought it would be really fun today to try out the James Charles palette. It has lots of really fun, bright colors. So I am by no means a professional. I don't even do other people's makeup, just my own. So I'm pretty stoked to see how this is gonna turn out. I'm gonna go ahead and do like my face makeup off camera because it's not really that exciting. I don't have really any new exciting products, so I am going to go do that and I will be right back. I'm back. I just did my face off camera, did a little blush, a little highlighter, and made my eyebrows accidentally too dark. Also picked a picture which I'm going to kind of copy, but also use my inner artist to go off of. So I'm going to use this one of James Charles. So any makeup that I don't use out of the James Charles palette, I mean, I'm obviously going to be using it for my eyeshadow. I'm going to be using from this bag, which is like my everyday makeup. So these are the brushes that I have, and then these are all my extra brushes. I might be using both of them. Literally, these are, some of them are Real Techniques, some of them are from Sephora, and most of them, like all the ones that look like this, are all from Amazon. So this is going to be interesting. I'm kind of nervous. If this doesn't turn out well, I'm not going to post it. Well, maybe I will. All right, here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids. I'm going to just do what I normally do and use this Fit Me Maybelline. Just, I think it's a concealer, but I just usually just like put it under my eyes. Something to note is I have really dry skin, so I try to use products that aren't as dry. I'm gonna go in again with this white color. The white color is called Flashback. Very fitting. If you recall that little James Charles moment where he had a little scary, what was it called? Mary, I don't know what it was called. Okay, so this is not coming out very pigmented. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this NYX color. Let me just put that on there, like, cause ain't nobody got time for that. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to move on to is I'm gonna do like the green on this eye. So I'm gonna take this brush and I'm going to go into this green color. It's a pretty bright green, which I really like. This one right here. And it looks like he kind of has that on the middle of his eyelid. So I'm going to go in with that. Maybe I'm like using too much or something, but it is getting all over below my eyes. People always like act like that's like a huge deal, but like you can wipe it away. Like I don't even care. For the blue, I'm gonna use, I'm going for really bright, so I'm gonna use this one right here. In the shade, I think it's Playground, yeah, in Playground. Okay, first impression, these are really pigmented and I'm really happy with my purchase, so that's good. I like that, definitely. Here's the blue. Okay, so like I said, I'm not a makeup artist and this is looking nothing like his, so definitely do not compare me to his. I've watched a couple of reviews and people kept saying that they were having problems with this deep purple right here, and that one is in the shade Escape, so I'm gonna use that one just to see what it's like. So far, I feel like this is going on fine. We'll see how it goes. when I need to blend it all together. I always use this like Sephora brush to blend. It says all over shadow. So I don't know, it just looks like it would be like a blending brush. So I'm just gonna blend that all together. I'm gonna just go back over the colors, make them a little more bright, and then I'll be right back. So I've definitely kind of started to just do my own thing. I'm not really following the picture anymore. I did like the purple over all the colors, you know, just to dress it up a little bit. But now I'm gonna go over to the other side and do the other colors of the rainbow. So that would be red, orange, and yellow towards the middle. I'm excited because, you know, like yellow is a really hard pigment to like, from my experience, to like really get to show up. So I'm excited to see how this works out. Okay, so I'm going to be using this yellow color. It's in the shade of B. Oh, the thing is falling down, but it's this one right here. Let's go in. We'll do this one first. I'm gonna do this on the inner, not all the way to the middle, but you know, about halfway. Let me tell you guys, I was pretty excited to try out this palette. I actually asked for it for my birthday and I sent my mom the link to buy it, but she didn't know that it was kind of like a time sensitive item, and they sold out before she could get online. But it's okay. I mean, I didn't tell her that it was time sensitive, so it's not a big deal. I actually went in to Ulta to get another palette for my birthday that I had really wanted. But I was actually waiting in line and I saw the James Charles palette behind the counter, and I was like, hey, like, are those for sale? Like maybe someone might have returned that one or something. And she was like, oh yeah, we have to keep them back here, you know, so people don't take them. And I was like, oh my God, well, give me one. And I texted my mom right away and I was like, I got the palette. And my sister was really excited too. I haven't let anyone use it. My sister definitely wanted to use it, but I did not let her because I wanted to be the first one to try it out. So the yellow went on really well. I know that the camera is really bright. I don't know if you can really see it as well in the camera, but in person it's definitely bright. So then I'm going to go into the orange color, which is, I think it's called 518, and it's this orange color at the very top, right here. I definitely know that James Charles has had some press in the past, of course, good and bad, but I definitely think that if everything I said or did when I was 19 was broadcasted and so like widely criticized, like I don't know if I would have been as politically correct either. Not saying that I was like a bad person when I was 19, but I don't think that he's a bad person either. I think that you know, by the time that you're in high school or even just out of high school, you have so much like learning to do. Hi ladies. Hi. Okay, so as you can see, I finished this eye and then I started doing under this eye with the same colors I did on the top. My poor roommates are all trying to be quiet while I do this, so I'm gonna try to kind of go through this pretty quickly. One thing I did notice is with the red, I kind of had to like build it up a little bit. I mean, that doesn't really bother me too much. I know that a lot of people were wondering if these blend well, and I feel like they almost blend a little bit too well. Like they kind of just merge into like one color. I mean, obviously if I was doing like a whole eye red or green or whatever, then I could do that because it would be really bright and pigmented. But as you can see, like on this eye, the yellow, orange to red kind of just is like a, it kind of just like a lighter red to like a darker red, but I feel like if you get up close you can definitely see like the differences. I hope you can see on camera, whereas like the green, blue, and the purple, you can definitely see there's like 3 distinct colors there. So what I'm gonna do on the bottom is I took my handy dandy NYX white pencil in the color Milk, and I know that this is just like such a professional product, but I'm just kidding. It's probably like literally like $2, and I lined my bottom lash line with that, and then I'm gonna go in with the red, the orange, and the yellow, and do underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna start with the red. So something I feel like I didn't really take into account before I started this is since these colors are so bright and so pigmented, it would have been nice to have like a different brush of the same brush, like for each color, so that like all of them would be a very similar consistency on your eye, because I kind of just used whatever brushes I had, like these ones, this one, like these are literally all 3 different brushes, but I guess that's probably what the average person has who's going to be using this palette, so it's not too bad. I definitely like it so far. I am someone who really likes bright colors, but something that's really great about this palette is that there are a lot of neutral colors and shines if you wanted to just do like a natural or like a smoky eye. Of course, there's like these darker colors and like these shimmers up here, so I could definitely use those, and I'm excited to do that on an everyday kind of basis to see if those really work well. This eye kind of looks like a flame, and I'm actually really digging it, but I really like this rainbow thing going on, and I know you're probably like, oh, that's so original, because obviously that's what everyone's doing with this palette, but I really wanted to try it out too, because if that's what it's intended for, you want to try that out, right? There we go, banana yellow, and I guess we are done with that part of it. I really like how it turned out. So the next thing that I want to do is put on some eyeliners. So today I'm going to be using this IKO London. Focus, there we go. I like this one because it's kind of a little bit thicker and it goes on really smoothly. And that looks pretty good. I definitely like eyeliner because it kind of just, for me, it kind of just like finishes the look, I feel like, and defines your eye. So I'm gonna go in and do the other side now. Next, I'm going to be putting some black mascara on. I literally use like 3 mascaras every day, but right now I'm just gonna use a kind that probably everyone has, which is this Great Lash. I know that like most people buy this, most people really like it. They kind of have like this new tip that they have going for them that I really like. It's kind of like a triangle, so I'm just gonna do that on my upper lashes. I'm really lucky because I actually have pretty long eyelashes, so I kind of went back and forth on whether or not I wanted to put some false lashes on, and by the end I kind of decided that I do, just to like kind of finish off the look. And of course we all know that James Charles is a big lashes fan. So like I was saying before my camera cut off, I don't really like to do all of my bottom eyelashes because they get very like spidery looking if I do them like all the way from the tips to the roots. Plus I don't want to cover up the colors that I have on the bottom. I use like super cheap eyelashes. I know that people will buy more expensive ones and then use them again, which is probably a better idea, but I just use these Kiss 03 ones. They're probably like, I don't know, from the dollar store. Maybe they're like $3 from like CVS or something, but that's all I had. I didn't buy any specifically for this. So what I want to do now is I'm just gonna like brush all the excess off. I mean, whatever I had on, I don't even know if there's any left. Then I want to go in again, and what the blushes I always use are actually from Avon. So this is my favorite color. It's E303. So I'm gonna go in with my very high-tech e.l.f. brush that has been chewed on, and I'm going to go ahead and reapply a little bit of the blush. I like a nice flush blush face. Actually just bought this. It is my Too Faced. I actually also have the primer and I like that a lot, so I thought I would try this out. So I'm just gonna give it a little spritzy. My new love, I have to tell you, is new highlighter, and it is from ColourPop. In the shade Monster, Super Shock. And what I like to do, because I don't really have a brush I really like to use for my highlighter, is I just like to kind of just put it on my finger and put it right here and right here. I'm gonna try to put a lot because we're doing this kind of crazy look anyway, so why not put some on the end of my nose. And yeah, that looks pretty good. And then the last thing I want to do is use this Tarte Lip Paint. So this says liquid lipstick, and it's in the Home Slice is the name of it. So it actually dries pretty quickly, and my sister recently told me that I'm doing it all wrong and I am supposed to be putting a lip gloss over it. So I am going to find a lip gloss to put over it. Love Child MAC lip gloss over it. It's kind of like a purple color. So I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just messing around. Oh, this is dark. I guess that's it. There's not really anything else to do. I'm gonna just pull this a little closer so you guys can actually see my eye makeup. As you can see, I really didn't have any problems with the purple. Like, people were having problems with it blending, but I mean, I think I blended it pretty well. As you can see, this eye is a little bit more blended. As you get closer, you can definitely see parts where I didn't do very well because of my lack of makeup knowledge. But I think overall, I definitely liked this palette, and I'll definitely use it to do more fun, exciting things, definitely around Pride season and all of that. I think James did a good job making the palette. I like the colors, and I really enjoyed the whole process of doing this. And I think that I would definitely use this again, so it's a thumbs up from me, and thanks for watching my channel. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and follow me on all my social medias at It's Just Me Kenny. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys later.